Welcome to The Interest. I'm Christine Stewart. Happy Monday, or is it? Our friend Bill Bodnar has the scoop on Master the Markets. Afterwards, we see who comes out of the ring still swinging as our own Vincent Valvo and Andrew Berman compete in cage match. But first, more than 5 million Americans could benefit if a piece of federal legislation moves forward. The Homes for Every Local Protector, Educator and Responder Act, also known as the HELPER Act, could help community heroes reach their dreams of home ownership.
Particularly law enforcement, firefighters, first responders find it difficult to purchase a home sometimes in the neighborhoods where they serve. I mean, working on a public salary can be very difficult to afford, and high income areas can be very difficult to afford financing in those markets.
The Florida Association of Mortgage Professionals supports state and federal legislation for affordable housing. FAMP has advocated for the passage of the HELPER Act, which would provide qualified borrowers 100% loan-to-value financing with no closing costs and no monthly mortgage insurance premium.
As a husband of an educator, I mean, I can tell you the work that they do versus the salary that they are paid is sometimes, let me just say it gently, out of balance.
Between beach towns and amusement parks, Florida is a state where property values tend to be on the higher side. That means that sometimes it can be unaffordable for a service member to live close to their service area.
It doesn't matter which side of the aisle you sit at this point right now. We have to make sure that we have proper funding available for healthcare workers, policemen, firefighters, EMTs, people that are in the services that protect our communities. This is so important.
To read more about the HELPER Act, visit nationalmortgageprofessional.com. For The Interest, I'm Christine Stewart.
Angel AI is revolutionizing the home financing process. Here to tell us about it is Pavan Agarwal, the CEO of Celigence, the company behind this new amazing app. Tell us how Angel AI is helping the home financing process.
We use empathetic AI technology, so Angel AI understands the emotions behind human input so that the application to approval to close of a mortgage is nearly free of human touch and free of human error and is lightning fast compared to the manual standards of the real estate industry today.
What about the people who have found it hard to get a mortgage?
Angel AI has made the approval process for mortgages fair and transparent such that we have cut the decline rates for minority communities by half relative to the national average. Just go to angelai.com or click the Ask Angel AI Now button and ask Angel AI your home finance questions, or simply ask her to send you one of these cool free t-shirts. Angel AI has transferred the home financing business and made it fairer and easier for everyone.
Hello, everybody. Thanks for tuning in to our Master the Market segment. So here we are on a Monday, and there's a lot of headline risk this week. And so just to kind of get us where we were, we had this inflation number last Friday, right? It came in, the Fed's favorite gauge, below expectations, had a two handle for the first time in years, and the bond market really didn't do that much. In fact, it even worsened, right? So that leads us into this week. And why? Well, the bond market is forward looking. That inflation number was great, but it was so December. Here we are approaching February. At 3:00 today, right, the Treasury Department is going to announce how much debt they need to sell to fund the government in the first quarter of the year. If that number comes in above expectations, which right now is about $815 billion, the bond market may have a tough time. You may recall that back in the summer, the one forecast was $750 billion worth of debt. The Treasury said, let's just make it $1 trillion. The bond market didn't like it, and then we ended up getting our debt downgraded. So Monday, amidst all of the risk, is probably the bigger deal. But guess what? It's also Fed week on Wednesday. And if that were not enough, we have the jobs report on Friday. Listen, there's a lot to track. Be real careful out there. Have a great week, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye for now.
So, Vince, you think it's important for originators to have a video strategy?
Well, I'd say only if they're as handsome as I am. If that's the case, then yes, I think that they probably should. But, if they look like you, I would probably take a little different approach to this.
He is delusional.
Did
you believe this?
What's your take on it? I know you are a firm believer in video.
Listen, whether you look like you, whether you look like me, no matter what you look like, I think actually you should be on video because video allows you to have that personal interaction, allows you to do a number of things in terms of marketing, in terms of status updates, letting you know actually that your loan is reached this next level, or just even personal communications.
So when you talk about being on video, do you mean making videos for YouTube to bring in stuff?
Yes.
Or do you mean like a bomb kind of situation?
Everything. All the above. All the above. All the above.
All video.
You should be embracing video. Video should be a core part of your strategy, a part of all of your communications. People like you. They want to do business with you, and the reason why they're picking you over some big online lender where you're just going to be one of millions of loans that they do is because of you and your connection that you have with the borrowers. And I think video is a great way to do this.
Well, I don't disagree that people should be on video.
There we go.
Yeah,
we can call it this win.
I believe it's, marketing is a multifaceted approach. You got to do everything. So you got to have the video, but you got to do flyers. You got to be involved in the community. You've got to be writing things. You have to be a good writer. And I think the biggest problem with video is people aren't trained for it. And I think if you're not trained for it, if you don't quite know how to do something when you're on camera, how to look at a camera, how to keep video interesting, I don't think it's going to serve you well. Because if you come across boring, if you come across like you're stumbling over your words, you're not going to attract business. You're going to turn business away.
But you know something, that you that stumbles over words, I'm not saying you, but like whoever the originator is, like that's who they are in person. And the people are doing business with them with their flaws and everything. You know something? Listen, I have a stutter. When I first actually started doing this, I sucked on camera. I'm not sure I got much better, but something people liked is because it was genuine. It's me. And people like originators because they're genuine, because they're who they are. So I think, obviously.
I agree that people like to see that, genuineness there. I don't disagree with that. Authenticity. Yeah, but if you're trying to do this and you are very bad on camera, you've got to practice.
Okay, I'll give you that.
If you're bad on camera, you'll turn people off. So you got to be careful. If you're writing things, then you have a chance to edit and get it done, have somebody else look at it. The video is a little more spontaneous. So I think I agree with you, but I don't think you're right necessarily in your approach to just dive into it. I think you need some training.
Okay.
You got to get some folks
a little
to
bit.
help you out.
Okay. So you agree with me that video is important.
You agree with me that you need training to do this right.
Okay. So because you're looking for a win, sure. Okay. We'll say actually I agree with you there. He's gonna declare.
I declare victory.
Crazy.
For more on these and all of today's top stories, go to nationalmortgageprofessional.com.